Hey everybody, it's Jen. Today we are going to go over my update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows or Pan That palette. Although I am panning two palettes. One is for sure Pan That palette, which is my Lorac Pro Mini. And then I'm also panning all of my Makeup Geek eyeshadows because I really need to get used because they are quite old. And then I also have a bonus palette, which is just sort of to see how much I'm actually using that in a year. Actually, a year and 2 months ish. I started this on November 5th and today is the 7th. So I took the weights and they are exactly the same as they were. But I will show you a little bit of usage that I have. I hope you'll be able to see because there is a lot of lights happening. So the Makeup Geek regular palette, that's this bad boy right here. You can see there's a ton of eyeshadow. I don't foresee myself completing this entire thing. That would just be an extreme feat, honestly, for anybody. There's so many eyeshadows in here, and you know the Makeup Geek eyeshadows have a lot of product in them. Although they are powdery, there's no way I'm going to use up all these in a year. So I'm not like putting pressure on myself. The pressure is for the mini one, and I'll show you that in a second. But I want to use these up, so I'm using them in conjunction and sort of checking on how much update I have. So it was 310 grams. It is still 310 grams. I have used, now let's see, this shade actually all the way from this one here all the way to the end. I've used those quite a few times. This shade right here is Cupcake, and that one I have to say is so good. Like, so good. It's freaking bomb. I'm gonna probably repurchase that. I love this for a transition. It's so good. This one is okay. Again, just okay. Love this and love this. I used this today actually just on my lower lash line, just a hint, because I used the Natasha Denona, I think it's the, is it the Love palette or no, the Sunrise palette. And I needed a little bit of the brown to go with the maroon because the maroon wasn't deep enough for what I wanted for my lower lash line. So I used a tiny little bit of this, but you can see it has like itty bitty glitters in there. And I'm not a fan of glitters, but it's fine. Like, you can't even see it. It looks like a matte eyeshadow. This one is really pretty. And then of course these are all my typical like transition outer corner deepening shades. Love it. This one here, these two right here, this is Shimma Shimma and God, I don't even know what the hell this one is. Beaches and Cream. Oh, and the one right beside it as well, Creme Brulee. So the first three down here, they have pretty good dips going. So I'm hoping that I could get more usage, but the reason I'm not getting as much usage out of this row right now is because I am trying to focus mostly on this Lorac Matte Pro. It's so cute and so small, and I've never used up a full eyeshadow palette before. So this is going to be the one that I complete, and I don't care what I have to do it. I'm going to do it. So it's just this tiny little 8-pan eyeshadow palette. I love this shade right here. That looks really close to Bitten, but Bitten's a little bit more red, where this one's just more like burgundy red. But yeah, I've been using these shades a lot. And the black I've tried to use quite a bit. I tried to use Linen and Bare, like these two combined, to put in my transition today, because the Sunrise palette didn't have something that was a good like high transition for me, and I put concealer to carve out my brows, so I want to make sure I set that. So I don't have that, so I used those, and I have a pretty good, I don't know if you can see, maybe I'll try and minimize the light here. I don't know if you can even really see, but I have some pretty good dips going. I don't know. I'm really excited to like get this out, but at the same time, this corduroy shade right here and this shade burgundy right here, these two are like, I love them. So I'm hoping I have them. I have like the first three Lorac Pro palettes and the first, actually I got rid of the second one, but the first and the third Mega Pro palettes. And so I'm hoping those shades are in those so I can still use them. And if not, whatever. I'm not going to rebuy this. I have so much eyeshadow I need to get through, but this was 68 grams and it's still 68 grams, even though I've used it almost every single time I've done my eyeshadow. I definitely need to get more use out of this, but I do foresee some dips happening in the next month because like I said, I've been using it so much. The last one, which is the bonus one, that's this mega thing here. I'm excited about this one because it has so many different finishes. However, it's a lot again. This is just a bonus thing. This is sort of like me tracking and me showing you. But again, these are mostly Makeup Geek eyeshadows with the exception of this one, which is a buxom shade, which is so pretty, and I do actually use that one frequently, and I'm trying to use more greens and blues, though these two right here, I'm not really sure I'm going to use those that much. Like, I just don't see myself using those. So if I don't use them at all, I'm cutting myself slack. I don't know. They're not shades that I would gravitate toward, but the rest, the neutral ones are okay, and the green one is okay. And this green one I think is all right as well. So what I'm trying to do is use the top few on each side and use those in my inner corner. I have not done that today, which I probably could. They have a lot of reflection because these ones are the foiled and these ones are the duochromes. I don't remember what she called them, but maybe the name is on it. No, it just says eyeshadow. Anyhow, I also have replacements for Shimma Shimma, Beaches and Cream, and whatever the hell these are called. I just said them. I can't remember, but I have replacements for those. So they're just sitting there until I use those up, but I'm not transferring them from palette to palette. So when I finish one up in this one, I'm leaving it in this one. So I will have to get to this palette in order to use it because I'm keeping the weights the same and I'm not going to adjust halfway through the year. That's just pointless. So this one is at 321 grams and it was like, they're all the same. Just like I said, again, it's only been a month of me trying to use some of these, and like I said, I've been using this every single day and there's no change. So hopefully soon. I would really like to see some of those grams go down. And yeah, I don't really even know, like there's so much here, like how can I not find something to utilize, right? Like I can clearly find looks with these all the time. So I'm really hoping that maybe like 2 out of 5 days a week I just use these, and then the other days I will use these in conjunction with other palettes. I'm not giving myself like some standard like that, but I'm hoping that I use these at least 2 times a week every single week that I do makeup. So wish me luck because there's a lot of eyeshadow here. Let me know in the comments if you guys are doing a Pan That palette or Pan That eyeshadow palette. I'm also doing a Pan That face palette, which I will do a video up next, and I will post that next as well. Just don't want to put these in at the same time. So check that one out. I hope you do. I will list what I'm wearing on my face down below because I'm really blown away by this eye makeup. I just really like it, and I'm trying really hard to make more use out of the eyeshadows that I have so I can see if I really enjoy using them, and this one I'm really loving. So hope you enjoy it. Give me a thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you think you might be interested in what I have to offer, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye everyone!